2 Kings chapter 7. Aram defeated. Elisha replied, "Hear the word of the Lord. This is what the Lord says. About this time tomorrow at the gate of Samaria, 6 quarts of fine meal will sell for a shekel, and 12 quarts of barley will sell for a shekel." Then the captain, the king's right-hand man, responded to the man of God, "Look, even if the Lord were to make windows in heaven, could this really happen?" Elisha announced, "You will in fact see it with your own eyes, but you will not eat any of it." 4 men with a skin disease were at the entrance to the gate. They said to each other, "Why just sit here until we die? If we say, 'Let's go into the city,' we will die there because the famine is in the city. But if we sit here, we will also die. So now, come on, let's go to the Arameans' camp. If they let us live, we will live. If they kill us, we will die." So the diseased men got up at twilight to go to the Arameans' camp. When they came to the camp's edge, they discovered that there was not a single man there, for the Lord had caused the Aramean camp to hear the sound of chariots, horses, and a great army. The Arameans had said to each other, "The king of Israel must have hired the kings of the Hittites and the kings of Egypt to attack us." So they had gotten up and fled at twilight, abandoning their tents, horses, and donkeys. The camp was intact, and they had fled for their lives. When these men came to the edge of the camp, they went into a tent to eat and drink. Then they picked up the silver, gold, and clothing and went off and hid them. They came back and entered another tent, picked things up, and hid them. Then they said to each other, "We are not doing what is right. Today is a good day of good news. If we are silent and wait until morning light, our sin will catch up with us. Let's go tell the king's household." The diseased men went and called to the city's gatekeepers and told them, "We went to the Aramean camp and no one was there, no human sounds. There was nothing but tethered horses and donkeys, and the tents were intact." The gatekeepers called out, and the news was reported to the king's household. So the king got up in the night and said to his servants, "Let me tell you what the Arameans have done to us. They know we are starving, so they have left the camp to hide in the open country, thinking, When they come out of the city, we will take them alive and go into the city." But one of his servants responded, "Please, let messengers take 5 of the horses that are left in the city. Their fate is like the entire Israelite community who will die. So let us send them and see." The messengers took 2 chariots with horses, and the kings sent them after the Aramean army, saying, "Go and see." So they followed them as far as the Jordan. They saw that the whole way was littered with clothes and equipment the Arameans had thrown off in their haste. The messengers returned and told the king. Then the people went out and plundered the Aramean camp. It was then that 6 quarts of fine meal sold for a shekel, and 12 quarts of barley sold for a shekel, according to the word of the Lord. The king had appointed the captain, his right-hand man, to be in charge of the gate, but the people trampled him in the gateway. He died, just as the man of God had predicted when the king came to him. When the man of God had said to the king, "About this time tomorrow, 12 quarts of barley will sell for a shekel, and 6 quarts of fine meal will sell for a shekel at the gate of Samaria." This captain had answered the man of God, "Look, even if the Lord were to make windows in heaven, could this really happen?" Elisha had said, "You will in fact see it with your own eyes, but you will not eat any of it." This is what happened to him. The people trampled him in the gateway, and he died.